Ginger Lynn is in studio, Ginger Lynn Allen. Blame It on Ginger, that's her show, Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 o'clock. That's Standard Time. Oh, wait, that's Pacific Standard Time. And SkidrowStudios.com is where you go, so it's an online show, yes?
It's an online show. We're on iTunes and Stitcher.
So you basically, wherever, if you know how to get the show you're listening to now, which is my show, you can go online and find Ginger's show as well. See, Ginger, I haven't seen you since Loveline. How long has it been?
I'm trying to think if it was Loveline or if it was Save Virgil.
Oh, yeah.
Save Virgil was, what, at least 10, 12 years ago?
It
was not, you know what, it was 2000.
We did a movie, or like a little animated movie together that Ginger and I starred in. Sad that that's the only kind of movie I ever starred in with you.
I know, I know. You know what?
Very sad, very ironic and sad. Hey, you're going to be starring in a movie with Ginger and Lynn.
And you play my son and I actually give birth to you.
Yeah, it's
so
animated.
It's not quite
awesome.
the same.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been a big fan of Ginger's for a long time. She, I think, I don't know, was it a Behind the Music or just Behind the Behind, or I don't know what it was with you.
Oh, you saw my E! True Hollywood Story.
Your E! True Hollywood Story,
yes. They did a really, really good job. You know, I've seen a lot of them. It was one of the first 2-hour specials that they ever did. Everything at that point was 1 hour. They had, Elvis had 2 hours, Gilligan's Island had 2 hours. And so when they came to my house, I thought, they went to my hometown, they came to my house here in Los Angeles, and I was petrified that it was going to turn out to be one of those shows where they just show you in the worst light ever, and they were actually really unbiased. They showed the good stuff, the bad stuff, and they didn't put any negative overtones onto it. So I was really, really happy about that.
Well, so I know, I mean, the story's pretty, you know, it's a normal story. You're young, you come out here. But it's been a while since I've seen it, so I can't remember all the beats. But you came out here, you went on audition for modeling, whatever. Did you want to get into adult films?
No, I had no plans whatsoever. I was managing, back when there were still record stores, I was managing a Musicland store at the time. Had a family member that was out here, came to visit, and I never went back. I got a job in Musicland in Southern California, and I was thinking it's going to be free and easy, and it's on the beach, and everything's going to be wonderful, and I'm going to have this great time. And I was living in a room about the size of your studio, just this part of it, with a pool with rats in it outside, and I thought, I can't live like this, I need to do something else. So I answered an ad in the paper, and I went in and I posed for Penthouse the next day. I had no problem with that whatsoever. I thought, this is fantastic. I'd grown up reading Playboy or looking at the pictures and thought the girls were beautiful, so I wanted to be one of those girls. When my agent came to me and said, we want you to do commercial, I'm thinking toothpaste. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that commercial meant X-rated, that it meant hardcore sex on film. And I said to him that, you know, that's not the kind of girl I am. I would never do that. And maybe 4 months later, I think, I met this beautiful woman wearing this white long gown, smoking a cigarette out of a holder, reading the script out loud. She was intelligent, she was articulate, she was beautiful. So I took her to lunch, picked her brain, went back in and said, okay, I'm going to do this, but I want this much per scene. I want to choose my own leading man and my own leading women. I want cast approval, script approval, and my agent was on the floor hysterically laughing, saying, you know, you're never going to get that. That's what the big stars get. And about 2 weeks later, do you remember the Gong Show? Mm-hmm. There was the big tall blonde named Svetlana who hit the gong. Mm-hmm. She and her husband had decided to go into making adult films. So my very first film was shot on the island of Kauai. It was a $250,000 budget. I turned 21 making my first movie. And I thought, well, I'll just make the one, and that'll be it. No one will ever know. You know, I'll get rid of that little mole on my belly, and it'll just be a whole new career for a week.
Well, it's interesting in that nobody could have, what year is this?
This was 1983.
So nobody could have foreseen the internet and all this digital downloadable, whatever, this crazy library of everything that ever happened before today on everyone's laptop, desktop, on their iPhone. I oftentimes think about the people that got into this business because the conditions, even if it was sort of unspoken when you entered the business, was, here's what I'm going to do, but I don't have to worry about it following me around, because unless, you know, the guy I marry or my children have a Super 8 film projector or something set up, like, come on now. It's never gonna, we don't have to worry about this. I mean, certainly the early ones, you think about Deep Throat or something like that. Oh, that's in charge, all right.
That's in charge.
You know who's driving that bus.
Well, no, I could have gotten off the bus,
You
but
know his name's on that building.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There are other ways to be in charge, I feel like, in a relationship, but this is very definitive.
there are. But I'm thinking in the sexual aspect. I like it when my man holds me down. I like it when my man is a little rougher. I like it when my man takes control of me.
Uh-huh.
Because in my everyday life, I'm in control and in charge of so many different things all the time that it's nice to have somebody just do you.
Yeah.
I like to just be done sometimes.
Speaking of being done, you work with all the greats over the years. Now, John Holmes,
Yes.
what kind of shape he fell off, got in horrible shape, drugs and everything else, but when you were with him, what phase of his career was he at?
I was post Wonderland.
Post Wonderland.
Post Wonderland.
Oh, wow.
And it was when he was making a comeback in his career. And John, I was petrified. We were flying up to
So
San
was he.
Francisco. He was, yeah. We were flying up to San Francisco. And
That's unfortunate. You can't, by the way, do the dry anal rape for John Holmes, right?
no,
That's going to
no,
take some.
that never went anywhere near that
takes
whole.
a discussion.
No, he was a sweetheart though.
Paperwork.
I'm too small of a girl to ever.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You're a petite person.
I'm like 5'2", and yeah, I'm a little girl. I'm a little girl.
So, John, is he on drugs? Is he strung out?
No, he was actually wonderful. The biggest problem we had was I was petrified to do him, and I remember the makeup artist said, I don't think I can do this. And the scene is in the Grafenberg spot, and there's a big bar. We're in a garage, and he's wearing a welding mask, and I'm supposed to be lowered down onto this giant cock. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Say
I heard
lower.
you say fuck, but I thought that was okay.
Yeah.
So I'm being lowered down onto it, and I didn't think I was going to be able to take it. So I knew what was coming up before the scene, so I said to the makeup artist, I don't think I can do this. And she said, you can do anything, come with me. So she takes me into the closet with John Holmes and Amber Lynn, and the three of us, he plops it out, and the three of us give him a head before the scene, and so I wasn't so afraid of the big giant member.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like if you're afraid of a dog and someone's like, let it smell your hand.
Yeah, like I don't like
Exactly.
bobcats.
Exactly.
So people should get me another friend and put me in a closet with it.
You should go down on it.
What was not clear about that?
By the way, did you have to go to a closet? Do you think there's someone walking around whose sensibilities be offended? What? What goes on here? Hold
Someone
on.
might see us.
I never
Ladies.
thought of that. I think the makeup artist didn't want to be known for somebody that just, dropped and
Gives
sucked
it
cock.
away.
Yeah, on
Oh,
any set.
wait a minute. But wait. You said Amber Lynn or somebody else.
Amber Lynn was there as well.
And the makeup lady
And
gave
the
the
makeup,
blow.
there were three of us. It was a big
They all
giant-
gave the blow.
We all three did. One took the end, the other two took the sides and the balls, and we took the whole thing.
Oh, I wish I could parcel my cock out
You-
that way.
I'm sure you could get three girls.
Yeah, but they just have to,
Take
like a
turns?
bakery, just wait it out.
No.
There's not enough cock to parcel out. You know what
Sure,
I'm saying?
well, you can always do the
I'm
head
trying to
and the
envision
balls.
3 heads.
This,
I suppose
could-
the balls.
Have you
Okay.
thought
Yeah,
about
there's-
dwarfs?
Never thought about that, but okay. So that had to be
Yeah,
nice
that's
with
the place
John.
to
Like
go.
that had to be. By the way, it had to be a great. In terms of product.
Gifts, and she comes out with a dress that was like in her closet and goes here, and gives it to me and says, "Here, Merry Christmas." And it was one of those things. It was like something that she owned that she was giving me as a Christmas present.
Yeah, like she didn't take the time to buy something or even
No,
wrap
it was something out of
It
her
wasn't even
closet.
a re-gift.
No, it wasn't even a re-gift. It was one of her dresses that she hadn't wore yet. It was like still, we had a little price tag on it. And
How was Amelia?
Emilio was great. Emilio was a sweetheart. Renee, his sister's a sweetheart. His other brothers, they're a good family. They're really nice people.
Yeah, everyone but Charlie.